Claudia. Oh, I have Claudia here. Oh, Claudia. Huh?
It's been such a long time.
Such a long time. You look amazing. You're in the United States somewhere. Yeah.
The United States of America. I'm in Colorado.
Oh, I've heard great things that you've told me about. Yeah.
Yes.
For some reason, I know something about Boulder, Colorado. Like it's famous for something, right?
It's famous for everybody wants to live here, and it's really expensive to rent.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's not why I know it though. Like there's something prior to you being there, I knew of Boulder, Colorado.
I think it's Google has a lot of offices here, so some people that are in tech know about that, and it's just completely beautiful. And there's Naropa University, the University of Colorado. So it's very known. People come here to ski and climb and hike and all the good stuff.
It sounds great. It sounds a lot like Alberta of the United States. Well, thank you for being on Fake News, the game show. So first things first, I have a couple questions for you. This is just, I want to get our audience to get inside your brain and know what it's like to be Claudia. So here's the first one. Claudia, if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Probably, I don't know how it's called, I've never been arrested for this, but like public disturbance, maybe like drinking too much, falling on the street, something, maybe something like that.
That's what they would assume, yeah.
Or maybe because I'm an immigrant, they would think that, I got arrested because I got immigration trouble.
Got you back, yeah. Do ICE send people to Canada or just Mexico? I feel like you only ever hear about the immigrants to the south.
Yes, well, we do have it easier as Canadians.
Yeah.
It's still not easy.
Would it be ICE that comes and takes you away?
I think it would be the same people. Yeah. They don't have a different department.
The Canadians.
They're like, send the nice ones.
Oh, exactly. Then we don't need the trucks. Yeah, they'll leave on their own. Okay, here's my next question for you. If you could master any instrument, what would it be?
I would have loved to play the violin. I love the movie The Red Violin. It was partly filmed in Montreal. I love that movie. And it just fascinates me, and I've tried it, and it's really, really hard.
Yes, and it's hard to make it sound good, right?
Absolutely. It's atrocious when you can't play it right.
It takes work.
I wish I could just know it like
It's expensive to learn too, because to buy one is, I don't know, it's a lot of money. Well, listen, we are going to go right into this, Claudia. We are going to go right into the game, okay? So here we go. Here are the rules. So, Claudia, here are the 3 statements I have for you. Here we go. Statement number 1. Crocodile poop was once used as birth control.
Okay.
That's right. That's statement number 1. Yeah. Statement number 2, getting hit in the balls is more painful than childbirth. Okay. Not my opinion. This scientific fact statement kind of thing. That was statement number 2. And then statement number 3, there's a restaurant in Los Angeles that celebrities frequent that has human flesh on the menu. So those are the 3 statements I have for you. Again, 2 of those are fake. One of them is true. What's going on in your head right now?
Well, I'm really thinking about, why have I been taking the pill for so long if I just can take crocodile poop? But I'm going to have some questions.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to hunt down crocodiles and Okay, let's get you to the questions, okay? Let's start with the first one. Crocodile poop was once used as birth control. Do you have a question?
Did it work?
Did it work? That's a great question. You're not allowed to use the internet, but I am.
There was no data collected.
Well, exactly. There's no. Yes, we have not tried it in recent times, so their studies are inconclusive. Yeah.
All right. So, that was my only question for this one. Okay. The second statement. So, balls versus childbirth. I would be curious how the study was conducted. So what was because it's hard to compare pain. So in the hospital, normally they will say, they have like from 1 to 10, what's your pain, for pain management in the hospital. So, I'm curious to see what was the base of the research and how can they compare something. It's like comparing apples and oranges in my head,
Well, so here's the thing. So this is based on a thing that's the statement comes along with that a woman feels 57 dells of pain during childbirth, and the kick in the nuts is about 9,000 dells.
I think it has something to do with ego damage too.
Yeah, that's what the E stands for. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the quantifiable amount according to Dell. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the third statement, of course, was, which one was that? Yes, that there's a restaurant in Los Angeles that has human flesh on the menu.
Well, my question would be, does that restaurant still exist, or did the FDA shut it down?
Well, this is saying it's current. So
would that be FDA? What? Maybe I'm saying the wrong. Like I
would assume it's illegal. I don't know, but I think it's current because it's people like Katy Perry's dined there, Meryl Streep. Yeah, so that's the people who've been so current, I guess, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have so many questions about that one, but only one, right?
Yeah, that was yeah.
Okay.
So, what are you thinking? Oh my goodness, you have information now.
Well, I think that the first one is possible, depending on when it happened and things like that. I know that there was an old remedy, I think, to get an abortion or not to get pregnant with carrot seeds back in the days too. So I've kind of heard it all. And since there's no data, maybe it was taking to do that, but it didn't work. It doesn't mean that it's not true. Right? The second one, I'm surprised, but not surprised.
Yeah, it would be male doctors that would come up with that. Yeah.
Right, and it's still, I think it's still subjective, but I think there's some science behind it. And then the third one, I mean, they're probably like not a certain like a lack of human flesh to go by for that restaurant. There's probably unlimited resources with the 8 billion people who are on
Los Angeles, right? So,
but there might be a concern with COVID right now, so I don't think it would be like a good new restaurant business to start right now. Human flesh, I think there's so much going on.
Yeah,
I don't think it's real, just because it would be like such a bad entrepreneurial decision to open a human flesh restaurant.
People make bad decisions all the time. So here we go, Claudia. You now have to tell me which of those 3 statements you believe is true. Whenever you're ready.
The first one, the crocodile poop.
That's your final answer? You think that's true?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Crocodile poop is true. You win. You got it right. You don't win anything, just personal pride.
Probably no man wanted to sleep with the woman because it smelled like crocodile poop. It worked.
Looks really scientific, the whole article that's being said, but it's absolutely not. Childbirth clearly must be much more painful. It's amazing how this stuff gets spread across the internet and people believe it. And even those of you watching this now, just know that I don't know things for certain either. Never believe anything she says or I say. You should always, research. Well, Claudia, thank you very much for being on Fake News.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Mwah! Bye.
Mwah.